A chance encounter at a luxury hotel leads to an unexpected revelation that changes lives forever. Victoria Hartley, the tech mogul whose net worth rivaled small countries' GDPs, strode into the Grand Palace Hotel with the confidence of someone who owned the world. Her stilettos clicked against the marble floor, echoing through the opulent lobby. She was here for the annual Tech Titans Conference, where the elite of Silicon Valley gathered to shape the future. As Victoria approached the front desk, her piercing gaze fell upon an elderly black man in a slightly worn but impeccably clean suit. His name tag read, Walter Johnson, Hotel Manager. Victoria's perfectly plucked eyebrow arched in surprise. "I'm here to check in," she announced, her voice dripping with practiced authority. "The presidential suite should be ready." Walter's weathered hands moved swiftly over the keyboard. "Of course, Ms. Hartley. We've been expecting you." His voice was warm, with a hint of a southern drawl. Victoria drummed her manicured nails on the counter. "I hope everything is in order. Last year's accommodations were disappointing." Walter's smile never wavered. "I assure you, ma'am, we've taken every measure to ensure your comfort." As Walter processed her check-in, Victoria's eyes roamed the lobby. She noticed a group of young tech entrepreneurs huddled in a corner, stealing glances at her. Her lips curled into a smirk. She loved being the center of attention. "Here you are, Ms. Hartley," Walter said, handing her the keycard. "Is there anything else I can assist you with?" Victoria's gaze snapped back to Walter. "Yes, actually. I'd like to speak with the owner. I have some suggestions for improving this place." Walter's smile faltered for a moment. "I'm afraid the owner isn't available at the moment, Ms. Hartley, but I'd be happy to pass along any suggestions you have." Victoria scoffed. "No offense, but I doubt you'd understand the level of luxury I'm accustomed to. I'll wait for the owner." A flicker of something, hurt, anger, passed through Walter's eyes, but it was gone in an instant. "As you wish, ma'am. Please, enjoy your stay." As Victoria turned to leave, she heard a commotion behind her. A young woman had rushed into the lobby, clearly distressed. "Please, I need help," the woman cried. "My husband, he's having a heart attack in our room." Without hesitation, Walter vaulted over the counter with surprising agility for his age. "Which room?" he asked, already moving. 503, the woman sobbed. Walter sprinted towards the elevators, leaving Victoria and the rest of the lobby in stunned silence. Minutes ticked by, the atmosphere tense with worry. Finally, paramedics arrived, rushing past with a stretcher. Victoria found herself holding her breath, waiting for news. When Walter returned, his suit was rumpled, and his forehead glistened with sweat. But his eyes shone with relief. "He's stable," Walter announced to the anxious onlookers. "The paramedics say if we hadn't acted so quickly..." He trailed off, the implication clear. The lobby erupted in applause. Victoria stood frozen, her mind reeling. She watched as person after person approached Walter, shaking his hand and patting him on the back. Suddenly, a memory surfaced, a news article she'd skimmed years ago. Her eyes widened in recognition. "You're Dr. Walter Johnson," she blurted out, "the cardiac surgeon who developed the Johnson technique for emergency resuscitation." Walter turned to her, surprise evident on his face. "That was a lifetime ago, Ms. Hartley. But why are you working as a hotel manager?" Walter's eyes twinkled. "After retiring from medicine, I bought this hotel. I found I missed caring for people, even if in a different way." Victoria felt her cheeks burn with shame. I'm sorry for my behavior earlier. I made assumptions." Walter held up a hand. "No need to apologize, Ms. Hartley. We all have lessons to learn in this life." As Victoria watched Walter return to his post, greeting guests with the same warmth he'd shown her despite her earlier rudeness, she felt something shift inside her. For the first time in years, Victoria Hartley, the billionaire tech mogul, felt humbled. And as she made her way to her suite, She realized that perhaps she had come to this conference not to shape the future, but to reshape herself.